Intro music. All right, so just wanted to show, this is a electric heater system for shooting steel targets. From IR Tools, they make this heating element that is super useful if you're using thermal to shoot steel targets. At nighttime, often steel targets will kind of disappear into the background when they reach thermal equilibrium. Obviously in summertime, they soak a bit more sun and more heat, and that can carry over into the nighttime. But especially if you're in a cold environment, these things will disappear. Like, you have a very hard time seeing them. So to make thermal do what it does best, you want to heat it up. And this is one thing I found is just a very, very good system. So here's a steel target that I've set up with a heater. And you can see here on the back is this electric heating element from IR Tools. And I apply it basically with this silicone paste that helps attach it. You got to roughen up the surface a bit so it fits, so it stays on. If it's too smooth the surface, it might come off. And what these have is they have a little SAE connector, so you can just run, in this case I'm running a cable, I'm running it down through this armored post into the ground, and then I kind of jerry-rigged the thing here where I have an extension that goes behind the hill, and over here to this little pit where I will just swap out the battery. So it uses, I believe these are F1 terminals. So lithium ion, pretty simple, but we attach these, and this 15, what is this, a 10? Yeah, this might be a 10 AAH, yeah. It'll still last 3 or 4 hours depending on how cold it is. But what ends up happening is within about 30 minutes, that target's gonna be really obvious on thermal. So here's another target that's kind of diabolical because it's camouflaged here. So behind this bush, generally, even with visible in daytime, it's like really hard to see. So this is a slightly different setup. Same kind of IR Tools heater. It's installed on the steel, and I've got this portable stand here. So this is something I can just take to the range. But here I've got a 15 AH battery, and I just have it zip tied onto the back, as long as it's basically protected by the steel, because what I've learned from the past is if you expose too much of it to splash, you can damage the batteries. And here's another one, same idea. In this case, it's mounted with the 2x4, but instead of zip tying, I just make these little simple cradles, and it just makes it quick and easy. Just drop it in here, hook it up, it's protected. The zip tie is kind of a pain in the butt, but it's also very portable. These things aren't great, but I mean, I'm not an engineer, or a carpenter. But yeah, that's how I set them up. It's pretty straightforward, and man, it's a game changer.
All right, so here's that target after about 20 minutes. You can see there's a nice warm spot directly behind the heater that will expand to fill the whole entire target over time. Here we are about 40 minutes later. And so now that entire 1/2 inch IPSC is completely solid. So it doesn't have to be hot, it's just warm enough. And now we have the scene, and you can see the unheated steel on the bottom right. Those are relatively close by, but off to the right, up high, you can see that there's that diabolical target that's hidden in the bushes, that's invisible to naked eye. And then there is the triangle, or the diamond, which was the first one we set up, which is also very difficult to see, but with a heated steel target, now it works like a thermal target.